easily the best CanJam of all time so far. Let's start from the top on how we got to where we're at now.
Okay. Nice. All right, have a great day, you guys.
Oh, it's a video. And I identify.
Waves of people.
Yeah, yeah, no.
It's kind of all just like a blur in my head because it feels like the days kind of blend together. You know, with manufacturers, talking to other reviewers. Corinne was there.
Yeah.
This random guy walked in off the street, and I'm wondering, what are you looking forward to most here at CanJam?
It's mostly just a connect, man. Like friends.
Yeah.
And just like the viewers, like that, for me, that's the best part of CanJam because like people come up and they're like, yo, can I take a photo with you? And I'm like, are you kidding? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, that's like my favorite part of doing this.
If you see us at a CanJam or an event, definitely come say hi.
Actually, and on top of this, if you took a photo with us, tag us on Twitter so we can see it. The big thing for me this year, there were so many people that came up to me and were like, this is my first time coming to a CanJam.
And this is your first CanJam too, right?
Yes, this is my first CanJam.
How have you liked it?
It's quite awesome. It's quite an experience, honestly. I live in Southern California, but I, drove all the way here by myself. My family's usually not really into headphones as me, so it's like, this is just exciting. Just first venture out, get to explore, get to meet all these people who share the same interest,
This, you said, is your first CanJam?
Yes.
What is the coolest thing that stood out to you so far?
So far, I like the Sasvara and the new Utopias.
This hobby is still growing.
Yeah.
Audio is still growing. People are starting to come to these events more and more.
Did you
I
try
tried
the
a lot.
Expanse day one, or did you
I
try?
did. That was the first thing I tried.
Okay.
Are you filming right now? This is a very
So
nice.
I don't want to spoil the experience, the transformative experience for you.
Oh, it's very comfortable.
Comfort is good.
Comfort's good. Andrew, where's the air?
What air?
Where's the air?
There is no air. Air.
But the bass shelf is cool. I feel like it's lacking something in the upper treble. I could be wrong. That could be because I've been listening to the Meze 109 for a while at home.
That is definitely not lacking.
It's a pretty big contrast. No, it's like the difference between the Noir and the Stealth.
Yeah.
I feel like this leans more towards the Stealth
definitely.
tuning.
This is it's very similar.
It's basically like the Stealth. Yeah. I found the Stealth. I wish that it had just a little bit more upper treble.
Right.
Like in like the 12K plus range. Yeah.
Yeah.
And an initial impression is I wish this had that too, but the rest of it sounds like really smooth. I also like this more than the Stealth.
Yeah.
And you tried the Utopia 2022.
This, I like this.
Wait, you just tried the Utopia off of the porch?
I did.
And?
I quite like that.
Yeah.
It does like something different to the treble. It kind of stands out a little bit more to me in certain areas.
Yeah.
It's definitely powering it better than my DAB did, that's for sure too. I also like the way this one looks more.
Yeah. This guy again.
This guy, though.
We've affectionately called the Utopia.
Yeah.
I liked that more than the original.
Did you find the original one bright?
Only sometimes.
Right, and this took the edge off. a little
Just barely, yeah. It went from that realm of like just being outside of the zone I'd like to like,
Yeah.
this is the butter zone. They're riding a
The butter
really,
zone.
a really fine line.
That's the new audiophile term, is the butter
Utopia
zone.
now with more butter.
You've heard of plankton. Now, how about plankton with some butter?
Plankton with butter, exactly. I tried both of those. I tried the new, I tried like everything on day one except for a few IEMs.
Right.
So everything headphone related I tried on the first day.
Right.
Which was really fun.
What is the most interesting or your favorite thing you've heard at the show so far?
Ooh, My Tech Empire.
MyTech Empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about headphones?
Headphones. Expanse.
Is that one yours?
Yeah.
Nice.
Got it here.
For about 30 seconds, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah. Caldero's really good. Trying Newtopia in a little bit, but yeah, Expanse all the way.
Golden Sound.
Video.
What is your favorite thing you've heard so far at the show?
Caldera. ZMF Caldera.
Yeah?
It's so good. It's like if you took an Atrium, gave it more detail and flat bass extension. A little bit of trebles to the sizzle in kind of a fun way.
Mod House.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
were
say.
like demoing some like testing things, getting feedback from people.
Yeah.
Which
That was
that's all
super
done.
exciting. That was
That was
exciting.
really
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
Yeah. Right. But Mod House Ryan has been like, Argon. Everybody knows the
Yeah.
Mod House Argon. And it's nice to see that Ryan is like still working on things and
Yeah.
kind of keeping that legacy alive. because like he's just a genius. Most underrated thing at the show, I feel like.
Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Amps and sound, that was really cool.
Oh yeah.
But now I've had a chance to hear your big boy amps, the Nautilus, and that was a wild experience. But I see where the Lilu is related to these guys. You know, I kind of got some of the backstory on that. I always kind of appreciated the movie references you have in a lot of your different lines. But Nautilus here, what is going on with this guy? Because that is a big amp.
So the Nautilus came from us building our Zions, which are our flagship monoblock amps.
Okay.
And so it showed us what we could do on a steel chassis. Taking that same level of build quality, doing it all on turret boards, where space and weight weren't considerations. So that's what the Nautilus was about, was how do we build it on turrets where it's built like it was in the 50s, 100% repairable.
Yeah, that looks like a very heavy amp. What does that thing weigh?
72 pounds out of the case. At this point, it's 10 transformers.
10 transformers. 72, that's a chunk of my body weight.
Yeah.
You put like a couple of those on a scale and you got me.
But yeah, I mean, 2 of most things weigh as much as you do.
Okay, yeah. 2 bottles of water.
And it's a true dual mono design. So, you know, the only thing it shares is the volume pod and the output jacks.
The Nautilus.
Yeah, Nautilus.
Yeah,
the one with the
ridiculous.
Western Electric tubes was insane.
Yeah.
And the ZMF Caldera.
Oh, right. So,
Wow.
So, was that day 1 for you?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
and day 2. I listened to it so many times.
Very technical. That was my, because like you can listen only
Mm-hmm.
for a couple tracks, you don't really get that sense of the tuning, but very technical.
It's like one of the most fun planars that I've heard in a good while, but also, yeah, the most technical ZMF
The
easily.
bass was, I remember because
Right.
you were like, listen to this. You put this on, you had the crazy bass track on. I was like, what?
Yeah.
This always happens when people with cameras
CanJam
connect.
Headphone show. So DMS here, tucking into this lens, tucking into the lens, and dolly up.
To me, it was like Atrium Plus.
Right.
That's how I felt. It was like everything I liked about Atrium, but like better. And I was like, damn, I literally just made a review and was like, I'm buying Atrium. Now I have to get Caldera.
Well, that makes sense. Dynamic complainer, right?
Yeah.
How they use the Atrium damping system in the, like he actually took the driver out of the cup and was showing us.
Yeah, he was like, I love that Zach is, he's not afraid to like talk about the stuff he loves from other headphone brands. And like, he'll just be like, oh yeah, I tried that Odyssey thing, that was wicked. Or, you know, like whatever. Like he's just a straight through and through headphone nerd. Yeah. Like he just loves
like the rest of
headphones.
us.
Yeah, he's literally just like the rest of us. He's not afraid to talk about anything. Brought out his brand new headphone and literally just opened it up.
Takes a screwdriver, like
yeah, and he's like, look at all the parts on the inside of our headphone. This is our proprietary technology. You can you can see all of it, take pictures of it. Like
Skedra, master of cables. What has been your favorite thing from the show so far?
The ZMF Caldera.
ZMF Caldera, yeah. What's special about it?
So ZMFs are not necessarily considered the most technical of headphones in general. Like not the most detailed, not the most perfectly staging and so on. Caldera is just basically that. It just fixes it.
Yeah.
It keeps that kind of tuning that ZMFs have, and just extremely technical at the same time. I'm not sure if it competes with something like a Susvara or not, but it's on a level where you shouldn't care anymore about like the last 1-2%.
What is the most interesting thing you've heard at the show?
I just heard it 10 minutes ago as the show is ending, and I just told you about it. And it's right there. It's the IEM Amp 23R. It's not cheap, but it's one of the very few things that I've heard that's actually worth the price.
we also heard the MEMS drivers.
Oh yeah, they give us a rundown on that.
Yeah, so I had originally seen Michael's video on the Brewing Care YouTube channel. It's super underrated video. It has like 300 views or 400 views or something.
Yeah.
Of him going over like the technology of using a semiconductor as a speaker, which I was like, what?
Yeah, most people are like,
yeah.
What?
And like the capabilities of it,
yeah.
like the technical capability of it, then the detail and like the measurements of it, it's just an insane driver.
Yeah.
And they were there as an actual tech demo. They had it working in an IEM for people to try it.
And it wasn't an IEM that was tuned. It was just like a bunch of drivers.
Totally
So you can do
untuned.
whatever you wanted. Yeah.
And it still was like memorable as like, wow, this is insane.
And what I love about that is that like theoretically all DSP.
Yeah.
Like you might as well just DSP
you
everything.
full DSP tuning. Yeah. And that driver, like listening to that made me think, wow, electrostatic IEMs are slow.
Right.
That is like the next big technology in audio that I'm enthusiastic about.
Yeah,
because that's going to change things.
That's like every once in a while there's like a new thing that's like, oh, I've never heard of that before. Like when I heard about like the air motion transfer, like with the headphone, right, from Head Audio, that for me was like, oh wow, this is like new tech, right? or like the ribbon stuff from Ral. And it's like, well, it's not technically new, but it's like there's.
And now we're seeing some other ribbon things around.
Yeah. But now there's this MEMS thing, and it's like, this is like truly like, what the hell?
All it takes is the right implementation, and that's going to take people straight to end game.
Yeah.
Critical was at this show.
I mean, he's an up and comer. You guys may have known.
So what's been the best thing you've heard so far?
What thing? What? I haven't heard anything.
That's making it in the video. Critical merch.
May have seen
A few people might know who Critical
might know
is.
who
He's done at least one collab with IEM brands. One of the big attractions of the show was the Warwick booth.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a high price item, and like everybody from like, doesn't matter if they were looking at expensive stuff. Yeah. They brought a sound, not, I won't say soundproof, but very heavily sound reduced booth for people to listen, which is a great idea.
This line is just for that booth.
Because show floors are always loud.
Yeah.
And there was a line of people, it didn't matter if they were looking at high-end stuff or not, everyone was lined up to hear Bravura and Aperio.
Yeah, but for me, a lot of it was about IEMs. Because there were a ton of IEMs that I, like the first
good
day.
ones.
Really good ones. The first day, I ran into Precog Vision.
Yeah.
And a couple of other people, and they were just sitting in the lobby, just around a table, and they just all had a ton of different IEMs. They're like, try this one, try that one.
That sounds exactly like it.
Yeah. And so I sat there with them, and I tried a whole bunch. I tried the Supermoon, which was pretty cool. I tried one from Unique Melody, not the red one, but they had another flagship there that was like, I was like, wow, that's crazy technical. And yeah. So for me, this was the CanJam of IEMs. I tried the, did you try the Odyssey?
I did try the Odyssey.
What did you think?
Tuning was a little bit strange.
AK.
Yeah, it's like $3,400.
It's, but
it's not cheap.
It's the same, it's like, kind of like their take on the Odin and the Evo with the collab with
the shell was beautiful.
Yeah, like it's kind of big. That was nice.
It's huge.
But the techs were nuts on it. There was a couple things in the show I was like, I need to try that in, like for a longer period of time, right? Like the Caldera would be great, but like the Expanse and all that stuff. But it was some of these IEMs I was like, I need to get that in and actually spend more time with it to figure this out. You went to check out the MM500 from Odyssey.
I did. I checked out the MM500. That was really cool. We interviewed Shankar, which is awesome. He's always fun to talk to, which if that video is up before this one, it'll be at the link in the video description, but I imagine this one will probably come out first.
Yeah.
So at some point, interview with him, you'll see that on the channel. Erebus Everest.
I got to try it with the giant Dakoni pads.
Yes. Dakoni has these pads that are not meant to be used, but they're like just a blown up version of their pads just to show off the pad shape and all that stuff. And the different materials they use. And you guys put that on an Everest.
Yep.
For some reason.
And it slammed. So you're going to be doing, are you doing a video on that?
I am doing a video on that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, look forward to that one. If there's one takeaway from this CanJam experience for you.
It's all the people. Because like when I mean, I hope that more CanJams like this happen where it's all the reviewers and all the friends that I have and everything all in one place. But it was just, I know it sounds like so corny, but it's like, that was magic.
Yeah.
Having like all of my reviewer friends there.
Yeah.
Having all these people there that like were really enthusiastic about the videos, were really enthusiastic about like all the things there, all the people that this is their like first CanJam coming to.
Yeah.
Like CanJam, yes, it's about trying things, but it's also about people that are doing ridiculous things and having fun. A guy wanted to try the Amps and Sound Nautilus because he was thinking about upgrading to it. He brought a whole Hollow May level 2 and set it up at Amps and Sound.
Kyle here was set up at the Amps and Sound booth, and I just found out that the Hollow May deck there was actually his amp that he brought to test out these amps here with his own deck, with his own headphones, which is like the coolest way ever to test out gear if you're going to consider even buying it. That is some hardcore dedication to the hobby.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, well, I wanted to hear the amp with my own DAC. I mean, there's some really nice DAPs set up here and everything like that, but I wanted to hear like my DAC from home, broken in with my music from my phone, because I want to hear exactly how it's going to sound when I actually purchase it.
Yeah, this is absurd.
Yeah, just to try it with his setup, which is, but that here's the thing, at CanJam, that's a thing you can do completely reasonably.
I mean, Yeah.
Like,
It's still absurd.
Yeah, but people totally accept that.
Yeah.
And that's what's badass about
And
the shows.
people were bringing their headphones. Like a lot of people just brought their own.
And there were a lot of people that made like their own DIY things, like
Yeah.
prototypes and stuff. There was a lot of prototypes from all kinds of companies there.
Yeah.
My name is Tommy. I'm from ETA Headphones. We're part of we're just 3 guys, Evan, Tommy, and Alex, that are audiophiles that want to create something cool for the community. I have in my hand 2 production models. This one is the Mini S. It's a semi-closed headphone, semi-open or semi-closed. They both use custom graphene drivers and 52 magnets, and these are all custom tuned by us. And these are 3D printed with like a meta materials like carbon fiber PTG. These are 32 ohms, so they can be driven off of like your phone or like a full-size rig.
But most of CanJam is like it's trying things, yes, but it's being social with other audio nerds.
Jeremy. Hello. Are you having a good time?
The best time.
What do you have here?
The turntable, the limited edition. You can't see it right now because it's all boxed up. We just spent 10 minutes boxing it up. But
nice.
Yeah,
You
it's
want a
fantastic.
turntable?
I did.
That
And
is
it is
super
beautiful.
fun. So you're gonna put that to good use, yeah?
100%.
Awesome.
Wow.
Did I already ask you what the best thing you heard was at the show?
Yes, and I think I gave the right answer. I think I said expanse on Nautilus.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like people get to go there and be like, yo, I tried this, and then trying each other's headphones.
Well, and that's actually the cool thing, because like so for me, like when I'm evaluating things or comparing things, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, one thing might be clearly better than another, right? And I have such a strong like feeling that that's going to be the case for everybody. But when you go to these events and you talk to people who've tried the same things you have and they've compared the same things you have, and you realize they have the complete opposite, you know?
Right.
And they're so sure that other thing was, you know, better. It goes to show that like, you know, there's so much more than just like your experience. Are you exhausted?
I am absolutely exhausted, and I have to get on an exhausting plane ride so I can go be exhausted at home.
But it's worth it.
It's absolutely worth it. I would do this. Well, I do this.
Yeah.
I do.
You do.
I do
This has gotten
several
silly.
times a year.
They are transformative experiences.
Yeah, every single time. If you haven't been to a CanJam, I highly recommend it. We're going to be at the New York CanJam in February. We are almost certainly going to be back here at SoCal. I hope that we see you guys out there because it's been great. The more of us we can get out to these shows, the more we can get like new people into the hobby, bring your friends, have fun, hang out with us, try new things, be goofy, keep being audio nerds.
And come say hi.
Come say hi.
Critical. Flux. Resolve. Golden Sound. Are you Audio Science Review? Oh, Z Reviews. That explains the blurry face. We have all of us just completed CanJam SoCal 2022. All of us here together. I feel like this is a rare chance to have all of us in the same room together. It's incredible. So I kind of want to go through one by one and get like the most amazing thing you guys experience here, or just the best part of the show. It could have been, you know, the worst. Okay, let's do the worst thing.
Yeah, I did the worst thing.
You did the worst thing? What was the worst thing at the show?
For me personally, this moment. But
This moment?
I mean, other than that, no, there's nothing really that bad. I like most of the things. I'm disappointed. I'm just disappointed.
Worst thing.
Nice HCK F3. It's not here. Someone brought it. It's horrible.
You were prepared on that one.
Yep.
Worst thing.
NDH30s.
Oh.
He's lying because he's an ass.
Worst thing.
Sundara closed.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
That's quite bad.
Sundara
I
clothes
agree.
is not that bad.
No, it's just right.
He's
It's
wearing
just-
these.
If you push it against your, it's got terrible clamp. If you push it against the base, it's like actually there.
But look at how they messed with my boy.
It doesn't look good. I'll give you that. It doesn't look good.
I've tried absolutely nothing.
No, I already got that.
Absence is the worst thing.
Ah.
There is a great thing. There are great things to have tried, and that is friendship.
Oh. One more thing, and that's best thing at the show. One more time around.
Best thing at the show?
Best thing at the show.
Best thing at the show is meeting up with all my friends. Why are you giving me the finger? What is that? Oh, God. The best thing at the show is just being able to bullshit with audiophiles and figure out what they love and hate. Because I'm tired of what I love and hate. This is too much of it.
That's fair.
Good answer.
You've not truly lived until you've been on a night out with Zeos.
That is
not just a night out, a night at the library.
Best thing was those tacos we had.
Oh, the tacos were good.
That was the get together.
Those were good tacos.
That was nuts. It's what I wanted from tacos.
Yeah.
And for audio stuff, probably I don't know, what was the Empire collab with A&K was pretty good.
Oh, the Odyssey.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Odyssey.
Hi. So my favorite thing was the omakase at Hanare.
Ooh.
Yeah, for the first time I had sushi. In terms of audio, I'm gonna say being able to have a private meet in a quiet hotel room.
This one we had the slam lock between the Phil phone and the HE6.
Okay.
Off of the Zale, and what was the Brikowski?
Yeah, the Brikowski M1.
That is a nice. That's the one he brought when he went to my place.
Yeah.
That's a nice deck.
Which one won? Which one though?
HE6.
HE6.
HE6 by a
It was a
mile.
Forster.
And you didn't try anything.
But here's the thing, is that, again, my favorite thing was just meeting up with everyone else. This is my virgin American experience.
Your favorite thing was the power of friendship.
That too. Yeah, if you're
Wow.
gonna go sappy like that, sure, why not? Yeah, but yeah, like these people, you know, Lux, Resolve, Golden One, maybe kind of. I've talked with all of them for years on Discord.
This was my first time seeing you in person.
Even this.
Ventrilo. I still have a Ventrilo server if you're looking for it.
You're living in the...
Yeah, he's living in the 90s.
610 is like...
Beautiful. Well, all of my friends, it has been incredible to see each and every one of you. I hope we do this again.
And praise Squiggly Lines.
And praise be to Squiggly Lines. To the Squigs.
I feel like I'm in a weird, like, lean back, sit forward.
Oh, dude, just commit to the lean back. It feels good.
I'm gonna...
It's going the bloopers cut.
They're not even designed to be sat on, I feel like.
Yeah, no, I sat on it and I was like, is this gonna break?
Yeah, this like extends my like concept of what a chair is.
It keeps you on edge the whole time
Yeah.
because it might just kind of give up on you.
It reminds me of the chairs at restaurants where like they make them just slightly uncomfortable so you're more inclined to leave.
It's something unique not having a table.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna embrace the lean now.
Yeah, you gotta embrace the lean. It's these wooden chairs, man. They kind of
This is
force you
terrible.
into it.